Hello, friends. This is your friend Inventory Reduction, and I'm coming to you from the tasting room at South Central Tennessee. Tonight, I'm going to give you a little brief video overviewing the Heritage bottle, which was the first in the Jack Daniel Special Release series. This bottle came out in 2018, and this was a special release, and it was the first of the series of what would later become 5 bottles as we know it today here in December of 2022. This bottle was bottled at 100 proof, and it's the only one in the special release series that doesn't have a handwritten proof on the bottom, as these were all barreled at 100 proof. And they did that as Jeff Arnett, who was the master distiller number 6, and he was in charge of this program. He had said he wanted to make a bottle that exemplified what they could do at the distillery, and this one's a complex whiskey, but it's not meant to be bold and knock you down. Like some of the other special releases do have a high proof. This one's a good drinking whiskey. So this bottle came out, like I said, in 2018, and the hang tag has some information about the tasting notes, and I'll overlay a picture on the video of the tasting notes and the nice reading on the inside of this hang tag. It's kind of interesting, and it talks about Jeff Arnett briefly. But essentially, this one was the first bottle in the series that had specified Coy Hill as the rick house. Now, Jack Daniels calls their barrel houses rick houses. And incidentally, they don't age whiskey, they rest whiskey. So whiskey in the barrel is resting. And so this one was hand selected, and it came out of Barrel House 1-9 in Coy Hill, which is tract 2 in the nomenclature that I've picked up from the folks that, when I'm rubbing shoulders with them around the table at Woodard's. This is a little grocery store down in Lynchburg where you can go there and get a good breakfast for next to nothing. So this bottle is a 750 milliliter bottle. It has the Jack Daniels embossing on the front of it. And I always like these single barrel bottles because they have the single barrel logo on the bottom of them. I always thought that was a nice addition that they did somewhere in the middle of the single barrel program. It has a standard black single barrel topper with the single barrel logo on it, and it's made out of wood, and it's got some kind of black paint or dye on it. And it is a numbered bottle. It has a number of the bottle on that side. And again, this one's not handwritten as to the proof. But it was the first one in the series. And we didn't know when they came out with this series that it was going to be a series. We just knew that they had this bottle and that it was something that was special. And they had them around at liquor stores, I know. But I got this from a friend. And it's good to have lots of good Tennessee Squire friends. But this bottle is in the collection, and I wanted to do just a little review of it, but I didn't want to do one of those tick-tocky short reviews. I wanted to at least talk to you about the bottle, and I'm going to do the same with the rest of the series here. So this was number 1 in the series, and next to it is a very nice coaster that was made for me by a good friend. Hope you can see that. That's a beautiful overhead shot, probably a drone shot there from Lynchburg with the Tennessee Squire logo on it. And if you don't know what a Tennessee Squire is, we'll talk about it, but in brief, it's a honorary society of people who have shown a avowed and generously expressed affection for the Jack Daniel's Tennessee charcoal mellowed whiskey. So, and on the other side is my little friend Pengy. And he is here because it's supposed to get down to single digits or maybe even below 0 here in South Central tomorrow, which will be the coldest temperatures I've ever seen since I lived here. I think the coldest I've ever seen here was 17 degrees, and tomorrow's certainly going to do a little bit colder than that if you listen to the weather, folks. So I hope you're all having a good holiday and Christmas. And I do intend to do another short video, but not a tick-tocky short, on the Holiday Select series. So I'll at least do a quick flyover of those 4 bottles in the series that started in 2011. and explain a little bit about each one. And that'll be the last video that I put up before we get into Christmas. And I'm going to have a little bit of family down here, and we're just going to sit around and have some ham and Russian tea and sip a little bit of Tennessee whiskey in the tasting room. And I hope you all get a chance to do the same. So Merry Christmas, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy these videos, like, subscribe. That helps out the channel quite a bit with the YouTube software. It gets that out, gets our video out in front of more people. And if you got some more information about any of these bottles, or you just want to say hi, relate a story about visiting down here in Lynchburg or the area, please comment. We enjoy the comments. We like hearing from our friends. So that's what it's all about, having a good sip of whiskey with a good friend or a good group of friends and just enjoying life. So I hope you all are doing that. Merry Christmas.